Hello there everybody, it's me Leo and welcome back to another Stardew Valley Legacy speed build. So today we are working on the Oasis. This is the second and last build that we're going to be building in Oasis Springs, and coincidentally this is also the second to the last build we're doing in the entire series as well. So I'm gonna save all of the mushy sentimental stuff in my next video, which will be the last in the series of speed builds for Stardew Valley. But for this one, we are actually working on the Oasis, which is a location in Calico Desert, which is a late game content which you can access once you've unlocked the bus. And basically the Calico Desert is home to a couple of characters. One of them will be making an appearance in the series. She is Sandy, and she is actually the person who looks after this Oasis venue. So for this series, I actually made the Oasis into Sandy's home. I know I was so conflicted because I also considered making it into a restaurant or like into another like venue like a bar, but I already made the character Sandy and I just can't imagine doing the series without her, so I had to give her a home. So I had to make this her house, even though this would be so easy to convert into something else if you guys want to do that. Once again, all of the builds will be available for download sometime this weekend along with all of the Sims, so please continue to check the hashtag Stardew Valley Legacy on Twitter because I always post stuff regarding the series on that, and you guys can also find all of the builds using that same hashtag as well, and of course everything will be linked down in the description. But back to the build, let me tell you guys, this is actually one of the more complicated builds. I wanted the roof to actually be made out of glass, and it was really hard to actually get the whole thing to behave properly when I was first starting out, but eventually I got it to work and it looks so beautiful. The one difficult part about making builds with glass roof is actually how to attach the lights, because a lot of the available lights for The Sims 4 are still really dim lights, especially the lights that hang from walls. So in this case, it was kind of like a no-brainer that I had to use ceiling lights, but it was really weird because it was really hard to make it look like it's actually supposed to be there, because yeah, we have a glass roof and the lights, I was trying to avoid making them look like they're floating in midair. So you guys will see how I address that issue in just a little bit. But yeah, I am currently actually working on the furnishing right now, and basically I just tried my best to be as screen accurate as possible to how it looks in game. And basically one major thing that I did change is actually move the casino area from the upstairs level to actually the basement level in this case, because I felt like it was more appropriate to be at the basement, even though when I was looking at photos of the basement area or like of the casino area, I saw that it actually had like windows that like opened up into the night sky, and I actually really like that thought. But I mean, I felt like it was way better to put it underground, because you know, like underground casino, how awesome is that? So I just went ahead and made that decision. Once again, this is all Sandy's home. I didn't make the character Mr. Key or Mr. Qui, Mr. Que, I don't know, and the bouncer as well. But all in all, I don't think I've ever talked that much about the characters in Stardew Valley or like in Stardew Valley. But basically there's going to be 35 characters in total, and all of them are based on Stardew Valley, of course. Actually, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you'd probably have seen yesterday I actually tweeted like the bachelors and bachelorettes that I made for Stardew Valley. I'm considering actually posting them on YouTube as well, because why not? I made the effort of taking pictures of all of them individually and also editing like the photos and stuff, so I might as well. Okay, so back to the build. I gotta say I really enjoyed doing Sandy's bedroom. It's actually really awesome. It's probably like one of my favorite bedrooms. Well, yeah, technically it is a bedroom, but it's also like a living room / living area in general. I love the interesting shape, I love the colors, and I love how what's really unique about this build is the fact that there's no windows on the walls. All of the natural light, all of the sunlight floods in from, you know, the glass roofs, and I thought that that was really nice. I've seen a couple of people actually do this technique in builds that they do where they build these completely windowless homes, and what they do instead is have these glass roofs. So I thought that that was a really neat little idea, but I really enjoyed actually making Sandy's bedroom. As you guys can see, it's really fun, it's really bright, and it's a really interesting shape. It's not just the bedroom, I guess it's her apartment, I guess it's the more appropriate way I could describe it. Also, you guys could probably notice that a lot of the furniture I use in this build are really modern. From the lights to that little toilet over there in the bathroom, which is a living, well, it's a living toilet. I don't know how to describe it, but it's one of the ones that you can actually communicate with, and I thought that that was just really funny. So I think at this point most of Sandy's apartment is done. You guys also probably noticed me actually rotate the lot as well, because I realized that the lot that I was building it here in Oasis Springs, the front was the other way around, so I had to rotate the lot to make room for the actual front of the lot. Anyway, yeah, that didn't make sense, but I tried. So anyway, right now we're working on the casino, and there's actually supposed to be a lot of activities here in Stardew Valley. You can buy stuff here, you can obviously, you know, play the casino games and stuff, and you can interact with other like characters and stuff. I think this is actually a place where you can buy like rare objects or something, I'm not sure, but yeah, we are furnishing it to the best of my abilities, as close to how I can get it in Stardew Valley. I also just don't try too hard, because sometimes if a build is overdone, it becomes really like heavy, like it becomes overloaded, and you know, if there's like so much detail, it kind of just all becomes one like giant mush of like things that you don't understand. So I try to avoid that in all my builds. I always make sure to like stick to the vision that I am trying to go with, and yeah. So over here I'm just trying to incorporate these nice little details. These are supposed to be windows, but I just made it into like some really nice wall details instead. Those lights that like attached to the walls, I think they come with City Living, if I'm not mistaken. Instead of the slot machines, I used these broken down ATMs, because I thought that that was really fun. I don't think I've ever used those in my builds before. And then over here for the actual ATM, I used another like ATM machine. Like, who knew we had a bunch of those available in game? Also, just to make this place a little bit more functional, I also threw in like a little like what's this thing called, arcade machine. Why are they so big? Like, that's one thing that really boggles my mind, is how big a lot of the normal items are. Like, the arcade machines are gigantic, the telescopes are humongous. Like, what were they thinking when they made them? Like, yeah, anyway, over here I also put like a gaming table, because of course I do imagine myself coming here once in a while, maybe like for a change of scenery, just to like, you know, have fun at the arcade machine or like at the gaming table. But other than that, I think that you know, the main reason for us to actually come here during the Let's Play challenge is actually to get to know Sandy. Also, a lot of you guys have suggested a lot of really awesome things to me, so thank you all for all of the feedback. Also, the rules are linked in the description. I couldn't say it enough, but yeah, they've been there for like a week, so if you guys haven't checked them out, I'd really love to hear your guys' thoughts, and maybe if you can tweak some things or whatever, please let me know. I have a lot of things planned for this weekend, so hopefully I have enough time to actually prepare for the Let's Play and upload everything, because that's my plan. I want to make sure to get everything up by this weekend, but I am going to go to see the ear specialist because it's been 2 weeks since I had my ears checked, and when I went there for the first time, they told me to come back after 2 weeks to see if the fungus, if the infection was still there. So I plan to do that this weekend, so hopefully I'll have enough time. But I think at this point most of the interior is done, and I think what's left to do is just a little bit of landscaping on the exterior. So I also put like a little pond over here outside, because once again I just try to maximize the activities that Sims can do in these locations. Oh yeah, I also built this little like road extension thing over here, because behind the Oasis there's actually like a road that you can like wait for the bus. Like there's like a little road where the bus parks and stuff while you're doing your business in the desert, and yeah, there's a little bus stop. So it's really fun. I tried to recreate that because we had a lot of space at the back, so I was like, you know what, why not be creative with this one? So I put like a little bus stop area. Once again, it's not functional. I wonder if we're ever gonna have cars in the Sims 4. I really do. But yeah, ooh, there's a lot of noise outside, obviously, that's not surprising. But I think all that's left to do is actually do a little bit of terrain painting and like, you know, do some landscaping as well. So for this build, what's really interesting is that I actually got to use a lot of things that I've never used before, like a lot of plants, such as palm trees and cacti. In my previous build, I did build it in the desert as well, but that one really wasn't located in the desert, so it had pine trees. So I thought that was interesting. I'm sure that there are some deserts with pine trees for sure, and I'm pretty sure that there are some deserts without these like tropical looking plants, but these are the only options we have. Like I cannot believe we still don't have like a, you know, tropical beach expansion. That would be so awesome. I feel like it's gonna come as a game pack, I swear. But over here I'm just trying to throw in a couple of like cacti. You know what, now that I think about it, I'm probably gonna like put like a little area over there near the bus stop to like indicate where like the 3 like magical things are, where you kind of like do like a little, like, I don't know, little like enchantment ceremony thing, and then it gives you like this really powerful sword. I might actually do that, but I think this actually it for this build, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my commentary right here. Thank you all so much for supporting this series. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.